Ended tonight, and Cavs came out strong opening minutes. As we said, the Knicks have responded every single time in these playoffs as Tyson goes inside. Mobley, shot clock winding down, turnaround jumper, can't get it. And the rebound, Anunoby. Rebounding numbers 44 to 25, a plus 19 on the boards. Alvarado back in with McBride, Shamet, Anunoby and Towns.
And you can see this is why you go to zone. It kind of slows down the Knicks offense. They're kind of looking around, trying to get everybody located, and now it's late in the shot clock.
Anunoby gonna have to put it up, falling away a three, hits the rim, and Mitchell comes away with it. Mitchell using the screen nicely, finds Mobley. Mobley gets inside on Towns, little fake, shot short. Towns had it stripped after he got the rebound. Towns with 14 rebounds tonight. One of the best rebounders in basketball. Thought about a three, drives on Allen, head down, gets inside, layup is good as he goes crashing to the floor.
Man, he is such a force because of his shooting ability. You have to close out like that, but he plays with such power downhill once he gets you on his hip.
Nice feed inside, and Allen with an easy dunk. Nope, he was out of
Possible to get him off his line.
But why wouldn't you close out and sit on his left hand? It's the game plan errors, it's effort errors.
Nice steal from Mitchell. Mitchell goes at Anunoby. Sidestep. Foul on Anunoby. Towns, by the way, this is his third consecutive.
Of whether his shots were up or down. There was questions all season about the productivity as a scorer, sort of all over the place. The rebounding never changed. He did it every single night. That's a commitment and a sacrifice for your teammates.
Deuce McBride knocks down the three-pointer. 15-3 for the Knicks. And the lead is now up to 31. Mobley goes inside, and Jarrett Allen lays it up and in. This really is incredible what they're doing night in and night out. As Towns drives down a lane, scoop layup is good.
Go ahead and say it, Lance.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. It's that slow show, and he gets Mobley off his feet, and he's able to once again get to that right hand.
Alvarado was really just kind of bringing Karl-Anthony Towns along, and the offense was where he made his sacrifice.
Mitchell crossover, and again, Mitchell, outstanding offensive game. 31 points in 31 minutes. 105-76 since late in the first quarter. Largest lead, 31. McBride left open, sets, fires. Anunoby, offensive rebound, goes up, draws the foul, and he'll shoot two. Here, as a reminder, game 5, Anunoby knocks down another. Anunoby made all defensive second team, but it's his offense that has really skyrocketed this year. Knicks, by the way, kept saying he was robbed. He should have been on the first team. Shamet with the steal. Shamet feeds Anunoby with the flush. And the Knicks just keep pouring it on. Destroying the Cavs here in Cleveland.
Yeah, starters have been pulled. TOD 10:14 Eastern Standard Time. This series looks like it's over.
And still 8 minutes to go. You just don't expect in playoff games to pull him with 8 minutes to go. By the way, Jalen Brunson is not going to play a second in the fourth quarter. He hasn't played a fourth quarter in any of the clinching games that they've had. Shot clock at 7. McBride leads in, tough shot, gets it to go. Everything going down for the Knicks.
Mike Brown's asking a foul to try and get some players out.
And there's the foul. It's going to be good. There's a turnover. Here comes Kolek. Kolek's become the third string point guard. Left-handed, can't get it to go. Keon Ellis will bring it the other way. And a lot of the Cavs fans will head for the exits now. Tyson misses that, but the Knicks fans are certainly going to stay until the final buzzer. And you think back right now, in terms of this series, what happened in game 1 changed everything. Knicks were down 22 with 7.5 to go. And one of the great comebacks in NBA playoff history. And you wonder how much that took out of the Cleveland Cavaliers, who had obviously had 2 previous series that were so emotional, both physically and mentally as a foul call. And rightly acquired Brunson, acquired Hart, acquired Anunoby, acquired Karl Anthony Towns, acquired Mikal Bridges. He acquired all 5 starters, and they have now turned into a championship contender.
And more so than just acquiring starters, he acquired 5 winners, guys that played basketball the right way. The NBA is a very confusing. You can get talent together, but if you don't put together multiple group
complete, and they can beat you in a number of ways.
Jordan Clarkson, another pickup this year, has been great on the halfway point. And again, you see how another turnover. Dadier goes inside. He's fouled by Tomlin. You see the Knicks, they've won 33.
And it makes sense. You look at Jalen Brunson, put together this group.
He has been one of the all-time in NBA history clutch performers in the postseason.
And you wondered at the time when he came to New York, there was some talk, is that too much money for Jalen Brunson at that time? Now, the bargain of the century, whatever that guy's making for what he has done for this franchise.
Well, when he signed the $100 million deal, thoughts were that the Knicks overpaid. Kolek out to Dadier. Nice move with the left hand. The interesting thing at Jalen Brunson's introductory press conference, he said, "I'm not a savior in any way, shape, or form." There are a lot of fans in New York who will dispute that.
Every savior always says they're not a savior.
Tomlin banks it back home. Clarkson trying to draw a foul as Bryant gets the rebound. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this is going to be a very difficult, disappointing ending to what was a really strong season with some great playoff moments. And they just had nothing left after that collapse in Game 1. They had the great Game 7 win in Toronto, the great Game 5 and Game 7 wins in Detroit. First time in the conference finals in 8 years.
Of his ability to make plays for the other guys on this roster and fit what he does as a playmaker. And you feel for these guys now, particularly Mitchell. You know, getting to the conference finals, we talk so much about it, finally getting there, and to go out like this has got to be a difficult feeling for him.
Kolek quickly throws it up and puts it in. The fans chanting for the bench. Chalamet and Kolek both look like they're so young as Diawara gets the rebound.
Well, Mike, compared to us, they are.
I'm glad you said us, because you didn't want to say
I didn't want to say us.
I'm just glad you didn't say you guys. That would have made me upset.
I'll save that bullet for next time.
Everybody knocking down threes. It's party time. It's tough if you're a Cavs fan. And again, you think back of that great victory in Game 7. They blew out the Pistons as Thomas Bryant knocks down the 3.
And the Cavs are one of the very unique teams this season, because for them it was conference finals, it was championship or bust. They had the highest payroll, they added James Harden, and they hadn't been to an Eastern Conference Finals. So for them, you feel like there was a luckus, and then you get here against an elite team and you see it kind of transpire in the worst type of way. So they do have a lot of questions, and they're going to have to find some answers.
And at the other end, the Knicks in the last 4 years, they've experienced some exhilarating playoff wins and some brutal, deflating losses. This is a really battle-tested group that have learned what it takes to win night in and night out in the NBA postseason. As Kolek, however, was on the roster, didn't play in '99, but was with the team when they lost to the Spurs.
And one thing we can agree on, as Kolek lets it fly again, the trifecta he's going for. We can agree on this. Whoever comes out of the Western Conference, San Antonio or Oklahoma City, certainly a bigger challenge, more fun as they go now, get ready for this layoff and wait to see who they're going to play.
Oh, they're waiting for that to go to 7. Go 7, beat each other up, get banged up, and then...
Well, in that Knick team...
Is this that Phil you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, we were talking about Landry Shamet on a non-guarantee, and he's having one of the best playoffs from a player in his position, a player that has to come out and impact. He's earned himself some money.
Cordy throws it. Now this is their 6th consecutive road win, and every one of these road wins have been by double figures. The Knicks will go to 12-2 in the playoffs. The 2 losses, each by 1 point, to the Hawks because of a C.J. McCollum shot.
You know what, Mike? The reason for that, defense and balanced travel. Those two things, because you go on the road, you're not relying on one guy that has to play great when you're getting it from everybody.
Dadier fires away. This is going to be the Knicks' 6th finals appearance. Of course, 3 times in the 70s against the Lakers. They won 2 of them in 70 and 73, lost in 72. Then the 94 and 99 teams. There's going to be a lot of celebration here tonight with the fans and certainly throughout New York. And they'll get a long break once again like they did between the semis and the conference finals.
I know a lot of conversation has been about whoever comes out of the West should be favored. I don't know if those people have been watching this Knicks team for the last 10, 11